I've got 20 activities to do with your family to make the most of your summer. We only get so many summers with our beautiful little children. Let's try to make the most of it. Now, some of these ideas are going to be more budget friendly and economical. Some are not, so you got to pick what works for you. The whole goal with sharing these, none of these are earth shattering or groundbreaking, but it's just a reminder to get off autopilot, spend some time with your children, and be intentional with that time. So let's jump right into it. My first 5 activities are to get outside and explore and enjoy nature. So just going to parks, of course, going on hiking trails or walks. This is going to depend on your child's age, and you want to make sure you are age appropriate for what they can handle. Bug collecting or bug, just like observing and exploring, identifying. Something like strawberry picking. This could be any kind of fruit or vegetable, but like if you can go somewhere, we have places in our local area where you can go strawberry picking and you pick them, you buy them, and it sounds like a great idea. We have not done that yet, and I would love to do that this summer. And then finally, leaf collecting or leaf tracing. You could make this a educational activity where you're identifying the leaves in the trees. You could trace them. You could do like a leaf rubbing where you put the leaf down and then you put the paper on top and then you hold a crown, take off the paper, hold the crown like sideways, and you like rub it on top of the leaf and it makes like that impression on the paper. That's really fun for kiddos. So you do like leaf impressions or embossing or whatever people call it, but it's a fun activity. So that's number 1 through 5. 6, 7, and 8 are activities to make an impact. So these possibly are geared towards older children. It just depends on your comfort level with your children and what you want to involve them in. But volunteering, depending on the situation, young kids can do it, but you may need older ones. Something like gardening or learning a new hobby or skill. So all 3 of these can impact your local area. Volunteering, of course, can lead to some heavy conversations with your children and open them up to the world around them. And that's up to you on how you handle that, of course. And then things like gardening, you could have an abundance of strawberries and go share them with your neighbors and just get that pride from being kind to others and being neighborly. And then finally, learning a new skill or craft. It could be something like knitting. And then you take that skill and turn it into making an impact by, say, knitting little hats for NICU babies and then donating them. Something like that, where your kids feel this sense of accomplishment and pride in that they do matter and the things they do matter in this world. So those are 3 really cool ideas to make an impact this summer. Okay, now we're getting a little less budget friendly. These are some activities that are bigger ones and typically going to cost you a little bit. So let's start off with amusement parks, summer festivals. Sometimes like local churches, they'll have like a summer fest. Outside concerts, of course, any type of concert, but we actually have some in our local area that are outdoor and they are free to attend. So look into that in your local area. Things like a children's museum or a learning zone. Now, obviously, those are typically more inside, so those are good for your rainy days. And finally, sporting events. In summer, I believe the best one to do is baseball games. In our area, you can get tickets for the lawn where you're sitting out in the grass, and that can work better with young children. Have a blanket. Sometimes you can take your own food in, depending on the situation, and have a nice time and watch some baseball. Like I said, those aren't as budget friendly, but you can still make them work and you can still do them affordably. It's just up to you and how you do them. 14 through 18 are going to be water, and that includes water parks, splash pads, things like boating, fishing, and just simply going to the pool, of course. Now, with all water activities, we need to keep in mind our children's ages and safety in their swimming ability and comfortability in the water. So, of course, have a safe summer when it comes to water. And finally, 19 and 20 are just getting out of town. This could be camping or it could be something like a vacation. For a vacation, it could be a weekend trip. It could be a week-long excursion. It depends on your budget and what you guys can afford. When it comes to these activities, you can do them more affordably if you desire, such as a weekend trip. Pack a cooler, pack sandwiches. Don't stop at restaurants, instead stop at parks. Make it work for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. All right, so that's my list of 20. When it comes to these 20 things, definitely focus on your individual child, their interest, as well as your budget, and what they're going to enjoy and you're going to enjoy as a family. Remember, we want to focus on spending that quality time with our children, pouring into them, and honestly reconnecting with them during the summer. I'm going to link a full article that complements this video going over these 20 points, so you can find that in the description, as well as another article that is only focused on water activities. So especially the toddler age, I've got a whole list of water activities that you can do with your little one. Those will be in the description for you to check out. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy summer with your children. Thanks for watching. Bye.